And self-sabotage. This is where we left off at, self-sabotage. The act of self-sabotaging is setting oneself up for failure from the start. That may be the result of low self-esteem, as they may feel as though they deserve to have good things or make positive strides in life. Self-sabotage may cost them relationships, jobs, or other opportunities that require a person to take some risk. A good example of self-sabotage is the eternal pessimist. The person who can always find a reason as to why it's not worth trying, why nothing will never work out. It reminds me of this cartoon. I don't know the name of the cartoon, but it was there's a bunch of little, I guess they were considered 1930s gangsters or something, and they were trying to, I forget what the task was, but there was this one little guy that always said, "It'll never work." No matter what they did, and the head guy or the boss would always say, "Hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and you do this here, and you do that, and you be in charge of this." And that one little guy be in the back, "It'll never work." So this is what they mean by a good example of self-sabotage is the eternal pessimist. The person who can always find a reason as to why it's not worth trying or why nothing will ever work out. We hope we are not doing the self-sabotage. And if we are, we recognize that behavior and we take authority over that behavior and we come against it. And we know that we speak things into the environment, we speak things into the universe, and we see the results of them. Proof in the pudding. You're looking at something that was spoken into the universe, me, your phone, laptop, whatever, spoken into the universe, and we see the proof of it. Social isolation. Gonna cover a lot of people on this one. I'm in this boat with you, ship with you. It's a relationship. How we relate in the ship. Get all uptight and it's gonna be everybody. Yeah, I'm a part of everybody. Social isolation. People are generally social creatures. That's true. There are very few people who can survive no social interaction at all. That's true too. That's why they put the concept of putting a prisoner in the cell by itself. I forget what they call that. Put him in the no, not in the tank. They put him in the hole. They put him in the hole. They put him in the hole. Isolation. No social reaction. No social interaction. No social interaction with the other prisoners. Don't see what they're doing. Can't hear what they're doing. Just in a dark hole. Boy, that must be miserable. Thinking about it, man. Who came up with that cruel and inhumane punishment? Even the act of being around other people provides different benefits from stimulating chemical production in the brain. So social interaction apparently has some kind of stimulation or chemical that creates the stimulation in the brain. And that's why it's good to socialize. It's good to be in an environment where there's other people around and interact with them and not be a social butterfly or a wallflower. What do you call them? Wallflowers. When I was a kid, we'd go to, when I was a kid, you used to go to house parties. You go to house parties, wasn't no fighting, wasn't no shooting. You go to house parties and everybody know each other because, you're from the neighborhood and from school. And then there's always the cool guys that just don't want to dance. They just want to be a wallflower. They social, but they anti-social. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm talking about you. I'm talking about myself. I ain't talking about you. But you can join me if you want to. They may conceive, wait a minute. A person may isolate themselves from friends, family, and social networks as either an active or a subconscious choice. They may conceive themselves that they do not deserve to have the friends and family that they do and will act on making it so. Wow, isn't that something? You shall have whatsoever you say. They believe it, they act on it, and then it happens. But it ain't really true. But they're doing it to themselves. I'm doing it to myself. You're doing it to yourself. We're doing it to ourselves. It ain't even true, but we're going to make it come true. We something else. Oh my goodness. They may conceive themselves that they do not deserve to have the friends and family that they do, and will act and make it so. This may look like the person's dropping contact and ghosting, or picking fights and engaging in arguments to cause the other person to want to break contact. I can relate to that, but shoot, I'm old as Methuselah's gym socks. I don't know what ghosting is. I guess that's to disappear. Probably ghosting. This may look like the person dropping contact and ghosting. Oh yeah, ghost. I'm ghost. I'm out of here. Okay. All right. Ghosting. You learn something new every day if you listen and pay attention in class. Pay attention in class. Listen and learn. Learning is fundamental. Fundamental. Unnecessary spending. Oh my goodness. Look how many people gonna leave the room on this one. Look at all the women. I don't spend it unnecessary. It's necessary that I spend. Man, you ain't no better. You do the same thing. Oh man, no man. These are the classic Jordans. Got to have these. $1,000. One day they're gonna be a collector's item. The spending of money can evolve into self-destructive behavior. Gambling and gambling addictions are well established in self-destructive behaviors. Tell me about it. Made a plan to go to Shreveport to gamble and put all that money aside to gamble. Nah, I'm going to just spend this much, and then when I start losing, I'm going to stop, go eat at the buffet, do something different. Yeah, I did. I went to a different slot machine. Played a different game. Losing that crap. Losing that crap. I better do something different. Yeah, I went to another slot machine. Unnecessary spending. The spending of money can evolve into self-destructive behavior. Gambling and gambling addictions are well established as self-destructive behaviors. One can also include unnecessary buying things from the internet, excessive shopping from brick and mortar stores, buying upgrades and currencies from mobile games or apps. Yeah, my daughter used to, I need some old Roblox, Roblox, Minecraft. And I'm spoiling it. Okay, baby, how much you need? Okay. Spending and become apps and excessively donating to good causes. Now, when I read this in the group, I said, how can you excessively donate to good causes? Just doing it because you got the ability to do it, and then do it when you don't have the ability to do it. And I think it's to do it is a self-gratification, and it's a good moral deed. But sometimes we just, we feel like we got to donate to every cause, and every cause is not for you, so don't necessarily have to donate to it. But the people who are soliciting the donations always throw that kind of guilt trip on you. It's kind of like watching the commercial for the animal shelter, animal cruelty. Animal cruelty is the worst thing you could do. Why would you harm an animal? Why would you do that to a dog that didn't ask to be your pet? He didn't ask to be your pet. He can come up to you and say, hey, can I be your pet? You don't take care of dogs and you mistreat him, boy, I'd sure love to come home with you. They didn't do that. So the animal cruelty aspect of it is terrible, terrible. But see the commercial and you be, man, they shouldn't be doing that to them dogs. Here's $1,000. And then the commercial come on again. Oh man, I'm gonna be a member now. And then you needed that money to do something totally different. It's one thing to have a heart. It's another thing to be foolhardy. Foolhardy. So that's what it means by excessively donating to good causes. Because they're good causes. It's excessively donating. You're playing on your sympathy. Spending becomes an unhealthy behavior when it starts negatively impacting one's ability to conduct their lives. Or if a person feels mentally compelled to spend when they are lacking the means. That's what I just said, and we just read it, so there's no need to go any further. Get it? Got it? Good. Neglect of self. Uh-oh. Cut. Neglecting oneself is a common and oftentimes severe form of self-destructive behavior. The person may neglect to take care of their physical health, eat a good diet, get exercise, or visit a doctor for either regular checkups or when an illness arises. Well, you ain't talking about men, because we always at the doctor. Every time the doctor look around, we in his office. Man, well, you in my office more than I'm in my office. All right. Neglecting mental health. Maybe refusing to take prescribed medicine. Doctorate degree. I took it down, though. I went to the mental health hospital. I told you that, and I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. I addressed the issue. That's something that was always swept under the rug. It was like homosexuality and something else. You just kept it in the closet. And you know, I was in the 70s and kids, and there was that one family, one household, where they had that one person they kept in the room. Why is Uncle Bubba in the room? Oh, Uncle Bubba, he's resting. Uncle Bubba come out the room. Hey, y'all see all them turkey, fried chicken, and eating french fries on my bed? Uncle Buddy go back in the room. I invented the boat, the very same boat, George Washington crossed the Delaware, and it was frozen. And I told him, you can't go across there on that little canoe. You need my boat, called a ice cutter. I invented the first ice cutter. I took a knife and cut some ice. Uncle Buddy, go on, we got company. All right, I'm going to hell for that one. With gasoline draws. Okay, you feel better now? All right, neglecting oneself is a common and oftentimes severe form of self-destructive behavior. The person may neglect to take care of their physical health, eat a good diet, get exercise, or visit a doctor for either regular checkups or when illnesses arises. Neglecting mental health may be refusing to take prescribed medicines, attend appointments, or even acknowledge mental health problems. Yep. Let's see. And the other one is acknowledging mental health problems at all. The person simply refused to do anything to protect or grow their health. The person may also refuse any outside help or advice. Yep. Unnecessary martyrdom. Unnecessary martyrdom. I don't think martyrdom is necessary at all. These are people who use excessive self-sacrifice as an easy way to sidestep hard work. They create this false narrative in their mind that their suffering is the only way that things will work out or be good for others. They stick to that false narrative instead of trying to improve themselves or the situation. It's a means to temporarily feel good about oneself by painting their actions as altruistic, when the person is actually engaging in self-destructive behavior by using denial to avoid confronting their problems. Now that's what's classed as unnecessary martyrdom, and we know that in the hood we call that avoiding responsibility. You just no, but I had to go. I had to rescue the dogs so we can film them for the SPCA. That's why I didn't take the garbage out and wash the dishes and wash the car and was late to work. Did my good deed for the day. Wake up. All right. Sabotaging friendships and relationships. Uh-oh. We on the ship again. Don't make them walk the plank. The person may sabotage their friendships and relationship as a means to further reinforce and convince themselves that they are an awful person who is not worthy of friends or love. Wow, isn't that something? The behaviors associated with sabotage includes jealousy. We ain't talking about you guys. Possessiveness? Nah. Excessive neediness? Well, of course not. Passive aggression? Really? Gaslighting? The hell is gaslighting? Okay, my mind right now ain't thinking of what it probably means. Let me keep moving. Manipulation or even violence. The behaviors may either be subconscious drives or conscious choices. Either way, they typically stem from the person's belief that they are not worthy of love. Gaslighting. I had to Google that one. Or if somebody know what gaslighting is, put it in the comments. Gaslighting. I'm trying to associate it with what we just read. Jealousy, possessiveness, excessive neediness, passive aggression, gaslighting. Oh, could it be starting shit? Starting mess? I don't know. You see what I said? Didn't mean to say that, but I said it. Could that be it? I don't know. Okay, anyway, keep going. What you stop for? Okay. Self-destructive behavior as a coping mechanism. Self-destructive behavior as a coping mechanism. Wow. So to cope with all the self-destructive behavior, you're going to choose self-destructive behavior as a coping mechanism. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. Emotional pain or trauma are some of the most common reasons for people to engage in self-destructive behavior. The person substitute healthier coping mechanisms for harmful coping mechanisms because it may feel better, may make the person feel more numb, allow the person to mask their genuine feelings, or they just may not know how to cope in a healthy way. Okay, all right. Self-destructive behavior as a means to exert control. Oh boy. Just by the title alone, I give at least 5 people a chance to either leave the room, plug their ears, or don't look so obvious we're talking about you. Just keep looking straight ahead. Self-destructive behavior is a means to exert control. The world is a chaotic place. You got that right. People get tossed, turned, and dragged down paths they may not want to walk. Not all of them good or healthy. Those that feel out of control of themselves and their lives may engage in self-destructive behavior as a means to feel as though they have control. The person may not have control over what their bosses does or what their spouses think, whether or not they lose that job, whether or not they get approved for that loan, but they do have control over what they put in their bodies and how they treat themselves. That person may not feel a compulsion or have an addiction to harm himself. They choose to do it almost as an act of defiance in the face of whatever is making them feel like they are out of control. Don't need to reiterate on that anymore, do I? Maybe not. There is a more difficult facet of this type of self-harm. Regular self-destruction actions can become a part of a person's personality. The person may see it as a thing they do as a coping mechanism and instead see it as a part of their identity, which makes the problem that much more complex to fix. As an example, Brian works a stressful job. After work, he stops at the local bar and have a couple of drinks to shed some of the day's stress before he heads home for the night. After Brian finds a new job, he may still find himself going out for those few beers because that's just what he does. Substance abuse is a part of this routine. Substance abuse is a part of this routine. It becomes a part of his identity, and it could be or evolve into alcoholism. And that's true because that's one of the things that I used to do, especially performing in the clubs and performing. And after work, we go play darts and pool, have a couple of beers and go home and do the same thing every day or every other day. And then as far as the entertaining goes, you know, whatever time I had an engagement, and the club owner would always give you a free couple of drinks to start out. You know, we setting up. I used to be setting up the drums and finish the drums, and got something to drink. Do the mic check, and you know, and then the clientele would come in and listen to the band, and then there they go buying drinks. I used to have beers all around my drums. We couldn't even drink enough, and shots all over here. And then when I wasn't working, I still had that same thing. Wanted to stop and have a couple of beers and at the bar with my friends. But I'm unemployed. I need to look for work, and looking for work, and then got no work. And then when I get a job, the next thing is, hey man, we're gonna all meet up at the so and so. So I can see where it's talking about. I gave you that scenario. I used me as an example. I know I'm not the only one that does that, or have done it in the past. And we know that that's a type of self-destructive behavior in itself, because it seems like it's good, but it becomes a part of our identity. And so that's how we do that. We go to the bar and we see a person there. Oh man, that's so-and-so. He's a regular here. It's a part of his identity. Hopefully it's not a part of your identity. It used to be a part of my identity. It's not a part of my identity anymore. Okay? What causes self-destructive behavior? The question of what causes self-destructive behavior is an infinitely complex one, because of how broad of a category self-destructive behavior is. That's true. It can extend into every facet of life: friends, family, romantic, chemical, professional, food, and so many more. Many people who engage in self-destructive behaviors are somewhat aware of their own destructive tendencies. That's true, but fail to do anything meaningful to stop or change them. That's true too. I'm sick of reading this stuff, and it's all about me. How come I can't read something that's about you too? It's always got about me. Thought we was on the ship. Thought we had a relationship. I ain't the only one on the ship. They may very well know the solution and make every excuse and find every reason to avoid stopping or change at all. I didn't like that. They were talking about me. They were about to talk about me. Find out who wrote that. They'll be hearing from me. Thanking them for writing that. You own the money. Talking about me. Make me angry. No, make me mad. Then after you get mad, then you're angry. I'm angry. You made me mad. Oh, speaking of angry, said in previous videos that anger management. I needed some anger management. And, I was told that I appear a lot of times to be angry, like you know, what is it written all over my face? And that's what happens when you're angry. It's written all over your face, and you say, "I ain't angry." And why you got all the wrinkles on your forehead and frowning like that? And why your voice changed? Thought you wasn't angry. Don't try to smile now, because you're angry. You can't smile. It takes more muscles to frown than it takes to smile. Anger management. What is anger? What is anger? All right, give you a couple of minutes to think about that one. Normal anger. That's normal anger. Can you believe that? Anger is normal. It's okay. The Bible says, be angry, sin not. Oh. Wow, why didn't they say it like that at church? Anger is normal. Be angry. Just don't do nothing you'll regret. Oh, okay. Anger. What is anger? Normal anger. Anger is a normal human emotion. Yep. Everyone feels annoyed, frustrated, irritated, or even very angry from time to time. Anger could be expressed by shouting, yelling, or swearing, but in extreme cases it can escalate into physical aggression. That's all, folks. Anger can be expressed by shouting, yelling, or swearing, but in extreme cases it can escalate into physical aggression toward objects, smashing things, or people, smashing people. Oh no, not smashing people. Self or others. I'ma smash myself. I'ma go get smashed. Calm down. Relax. Take a deep breath. Count in some cases, anger might look much more subtle, more of a brooding, silent anger or withdrawal. You know, when a person angry with you, they withdraw from you. They withdraw from you, your company, and they don't say anything. They just, you said something, it offended them, and they took it personal, and instead of just being angry and expressing it, they just withdraw. Talking under their breath, they want to talk under their breath. What causes anger? Good question. What causes anger? Anger is often connected to some types of frustration. Everything didn't turn out the way you planned. You didn't get something you wanted. Other people don't act the way you like. Often poor communication and misunderstandings can trigger angry situations. That's true, and a misunderstanding is just misapplied understanding or misapplied information. It's just misapplied. It's misunderstanding. You don't have to be executed because you're not understanding. It's easy to say, I don't understand. Never forget it. In school, teacher going over the lesson, and as they're going over the lesson, I'm saying to myself, I don't understand this. I don't understand that. And the teacher said, everybody understand? I wouldn't raise my hand. I'm sitting there going, you understand, Donald Bell? Mm-hmm. Didn't understand. Didn't want the people to see me say, I don't understand. So finally, I got to the point, I don't care what they say. Yeah, I didn't understand. Okay, then they was explaining, you understand? No. I know, but I don't understand. I got to explain it again? Yeah, I didn't understand. I want to understand. Don't you want me to understand? Or do you want me to leave with a misunderstanding? Da-dum-dum. Anger usually goes hand in hand with other feelings too, such as sadness, shame, hurt, guilt, or fear. Many times people find it hard to express their feelings, so just the anger comes out. Perhaps the anger is triggered by a particular situation, such as being caught in traffic jams, or being treated rudely by someone else, or banging your thumb with a hammer while trying to hang a picture. Other times there is no obvious trigger. Some people are more prone to anger than others. Sometimes men and women handle anger differently, but not always. And that's true. Because men, we get angry. Women, they can hold it in. Then sometimes it's vice versa. Men, they don't get angry. Women, they can't hold it in. It works both ways. Problems associated with anger. Uncontrolled anger can cause problems in a wide range of areas of your life. It may cause conflict with family, friends, or colleagues. In an extreme situation, it could lead to problems with the law. That's right. But some of the other effects of anger may be harder to spot. Often people who have a problem with anger feel guilty or disappointed with their behavior or suffer from low self-esteem, anxiety, or depression. And I think that's me, because not the low self-esteem part, but the anxiety and depression. I just realized by going through the mental health hospital that I suffer from anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Yeah. And that's probably one of the reasons why I have that anger issue. Especially the PTSD. Paid to say dumb shit. Oops, I didn't get paid for that. There are also physical side effects of extreme or frequent anger, such as high blood pressure. See, I knew they was going to say high blood pressure because I got high blood pressure too. I ain't the only one. Don't be looking at me like you don't have high blood pressure. Angry as you get, I can see the vein developing on the side of your head. Look like you're about to pop. Look like a overinflated helium balloon. There are also physical side effects of extreme or frequent anger, such as high blood pressure and heart disease. Some studies suggest that angry people tend to drink more alcohol. Okay, see, now they just all in my business and printed out a handout talking about me, my anger, my PTSD, my anxiety, my depression. I'm angry now. I'm really angry now. Not. Get it out in the open, baby. Do I have a problem with anger? No. I don't have a problem with anger. Anger has a problem with me. Perhaps you have already identified that anger is a problem for you, or someone else has mentioned it to you. But he never mentioned it. You never told me. Liar, pants on fire. Get out of here, kid. But if you are not sure whether anger is a problem for you, consider the following questions. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Get ready to jump ship. Do you feel angry, irritated, or tense a lot of time? Do you seem to get angry more easily or more often than others around you? Do you use alcohol or drugs to manage your anger? No. I'm lying through my teeth. Just lying through my teeth. No. I never use drugs, alcohol, especially alcohol. Don't have my anger. That's what we do. Do you sometimes become so angry that you break things and damage property or become violent? No, I have to say that's not me. I won't break stuff. I don't do that. Does it sometimes feel like your anger gets out of proportion to the situation that set you off? Yeah, after I think about it, sometimes I go, I didn't have to get angry about that, but I did. Is your anger leading to problems with relationships such as with family, friends, or at work? Have you noticed that others close to you sometimes feel intimidated or frightened of you? Have other family, friends, colleagues, health professionals mentioned that anger might be a problem for you? Do you feel that it takes you too long to cool off after you have become angry or irritated? Have you ended up in trouble with the law as a result of your anger, for example, getting into fights? Do you find yourself worrying a lot about anger, perhaps feeling anxious or depressed about it at all times? Do you tend to take your frustration out on loved ones or people less powerful than you rather than dealing with the situation that triggered your anger? Bully, that's a bully. If you agreed yes to any of these questions, it may be that anger is a problem for you, and it may be that addressing your anger can allow you to live much more positive and rewarding life. And I like that statement. I like that because there's the solution. See, for every problem, there's a solution. For every question, there's an answer. Here's a solution to the problem, the anger problem. And so I just wanted to touch anger and deal with anger a little bit. I was told I have some anger issues, and so I have to address them. So I'm not going to act like I'm exempt from the same stuff I'm reading to help us all. We're all helping us. We're in the ship together. It's a relationship, and we help each other out on the ship. You ever seen that show where the guys are out there crabbing in Alaskan waters for the crabs, and it's total darkness. The only light is the light on the ship, and then they're out there casting those net. No, they don't do nets. They do baskets or something to that effect. And it's a team effort. They're on the ship, and the ship is tossing. It's rough. It's cold. It's everybody. But everybody kicks in to help the relationship on the ship. The relationship on the ship. And they get angry, but they get over that anger real quick. Or you'll find yourself tossed on the side of the ship. Man, this is great. To come out of the darkness and into the light. It just sounds so wonderful to say that. Out of the darkness and into the light. Wow. Well, you know what that means. It's time for me to put my sunglasses on so I can go out into the light. Step out into the light. Step into the light, because you are the light. You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden, especially if it's illuminated. Illuminated. Illuminati. Illuminated. To be illuminated. Lux. Light. Lightning. Lucifer. Light. Light. You are the light. Step into the light. Step out of the darkness. Get into the light. I just love the way that sounds. Stepping out of the darkness into the light. Toodaloo.